Will you be able to watch?
Yeah.
Hey, good morning, everybody. This is an impromptu live, so I didn't announce that I was going to be going live this morning, but I really wanted to. Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
I need you one more time.
Okay.
But as you jump on this morning, if you'll let me know, will you get rid of the box on the bottom of the screen so I can see my project? There's an X, upper right-hand corner.
You
I can't
oh,
reach
I
my
see
computer.
it. Yeah.
Thank you. Hey, Ruth. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. Glad to see that you can watch. Like I said, I didn't tell anybody I was going live this morning. I just kind of got this together really quick. I've got the baby down for a nap. So, yeah, I wanted to do this, but I had to kind of decide at the last minute that I actually could. So as you jump on, if you'll let me know that you're here, if you watch the replay later, that's great too. I really appreciate it. But I want to do a Valentine craft this morning. I don't think this will take a long time. We'll see, because sometimes I say that and it ends up taking a long time. So, but let me see what I can get done. So I went to Hobby Lobby, which you know, if you go to Hobby Lobby, you're going to buy something. You are going to spend some money. Hey, Leah, good morning. Maybe today's your day off, Leah. That's good. So I went to Hobby Lobby. I picked up a Valentine heart. So I grabbed this. It was 40% off. It was only $5.99, so $6 and 40% off. I already had these letters. I probably bought these 5 years ago and never used them. They spell love. So I've got the L, the O, the V, and the E. I'm going to use those and just kind of make something cute to hang on the wall. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Take my little price tag off here. I don't really care for this red ribbon hanger, so I'm going to get rid of it. I may actually use the ribbon on today's project. We'll see. But not as a hanger. So I'm going to save this piece just in case I need it. Flip these off. I don't normally go for actual Valentine-y colors like the bright reds and stuff, but today I'm going to because I found some really cute ribbons and I really want to use them and they're red. And these were from Hobby Lobby. Dollar Tree, probably back in the fall time before Christmas. So I want to use those, so I'm going to paint my heart. And of course I just dropped them all on the floor. So I will have to be able to get to them. Let me see if I can reach without getting up.
Where?
May not be able to.
Where are they?
They're right here against the wall. Mark to the rescue. Okay, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started. You guys, just when you jump on, let me know that you're here. That way I can see who all I'm talking to this morning. I'm going to be using red. If this is just True Red. It's Aileen's brand from, I think, Hobby Lobby. I've had this for a long time too. I hope it's not too thick. And one more thing before you go up, if you could hand me that red plate off the dryer. Thank you. I'll put these where they can't fall this time. So I'm going to go ahead and paint my... As you can tell, I told you guys I was not prepared. This is kind of a quick last minute thing. The baby's asleep. I was in my studio working on some other things for the Creators Club. I'm like, maybe I have an hour before he gets up. We'll see. So I wanted to go live. So I'm literally just going to paint this heart red. Hopefully it won't take but one coat. It may take two. This is kind of that chipboard. It's not wood. It's not cardboard. I don't know what you call it. But it does absorb the paint. So sometimes it might take two coats. We'll see. We shall see. So you guys tell me, do you celebrate Valentine's Day big? Is it just another day in your household? I've never really decorated for Valentine's Day, actually. When the kids were growing up, we did Valentine's for school, for their Valentine parties. But until Mark, I really didn't have a reason to celebrate Valentine's Day. So, it's not ever been something that I've really wanted to do big. Little spot of bad glue there, or bad paint. Hey, Megan. Thank you for joining. We are doing a Valentine project this morning. It's a last minute decision. Try to get this covered pretty good. It actually looks like it may not take 2 coats, so that's exciting. I like it better when it's fast. My birthday was great, Megan. I didn't do a lot that day, but we had family birthday dinner last night. Everybody was here except Corey because he works nights, but he also worked on my birthday, MLK Day, so it wouldn't matter what day I had the birthday or the dinner. He wouldn't have been able to make it probably. We were also all together on Saturday for Ryder's birthday because his birthday is just 4 days before mine, so we celebrated a couple of days late for him. So it's been a very good week. And I'm just trying to continue positive thoughts and continue being happy. We try to spread the love. Well, Leah, that's a good Valentine tradition. Now, have you always done that even when you were a single woman? Or just since you got married? Or? And I can be your Valentine if you're making chocolate covered strawberries. Okay, I'm just trying to even out my brush strokes here. You know, when you're not working with a square or a rectangle, your brush strokes can't necessarily be even. And I don't like to have any lines showing. Okay, I'm going to go around the edge and touch them up. So, of course, I'm going to have red paint all over me. I will go back probably and fix the back after the live. That's what I've been doing, is painting my backside later so you guys don't have to sit through watching me paint both sides. But it will look better if I finish the backside. Hey, Diane. Oh, Diane's got a story. You may have to share with a bunch of us. I actually, I'm not a big flower person. As far as like getting flowers for Valentine's Day, everybody in the world gets them. So it's not like it's super special. But my husband got me the most beautiful bouquet of white roses with one red single rose for my birthday. And that was super special. Because it was out of the clear blue. It wasn't expected. It's not something that he's, that I've ever told him, oh, you have to buy me flowers. Hey, Angie. Hey, Mom. So because it was unexpected, it made it more special. Now, did he spend too much money on the flowers? Yes, he did, but I totally appreciate them. And they are beautiful. Just hoping they last a few days. Okay, almost got this. Okay, got a red heart, and I think that's pretty good. I don't think I need to do a second coat anywhere. I'm going to dry it real quick. I will show you guys, this is one of my birthday presents, is a heat gun for drying my projects. It may be a little bit quieter. Actually, both of my daughter-in-laws got me the same gift, which means that they both think alike and they both know what I would need or what I would want. Now, I totally appreciate that. You get a little bit of paint off. I'm going to try to not have paint handprints all over it the first week. I'm going to try to keep it clean for a little while. Diane, I'm trying to read. Trying to read some of the notes here. Oh, I would have bought those too, Diane, and especially in his memory. Okay, $1.99 chocolate covered strawberries are a great deal. All right, let me get this dry. Let's see how loud it is. Is that better than talking over the blow dryer that I've been using? I think it is a little bit quieter. This is the high speed. The blow dryer, when I've been using it on my lives, I was using it on low. And it was still a lot loud. Get this. I would normally sand this off too, but I really don't think I'm going to today. I'm going to be gluing letters on it. I'm not decoupaging or I'm not using chalk couture stencils today. It's going to be a plain red heart with glued on letters. We'll see how it looks when it's completely done. You guys don't forget to sprinkle the video along. If you're new to the page, sprinkle means S-H-A-R-E. That's just making sure that your friends know that you've enjoyed the video and that you wouldn't mind them watching too. I will say that this smells really burnt and it's smoking. You guys see that smoking? You probably can't see the smoke. I don't know if it's supposed to smoke or not. I may have to pull out the instructions. But it's still smoking. We'll have to watch that for a minute. Okay, so here is my red heart. I think I got the edges too. Oh, it is a little streaky, isn't it? Okay, a light sanding may be in order then. And it's actually still a little bit wet. The edges anyway. So I'm going to have to fix that. Thank you, Diane. It is a Chandler tool, Diane. Thank you, Megan, for sprinkling. Well, good, Leah. Thank you, Megan. All right, so the heat gun may be a success. Now, if I can just figure out, maybe I should have used it on warm to start with, or on cool, low to start with. Get my hands kind of cleaned off here. Let me grab a sanding block. Unfortunately, most of these have got white paint on them because I sand off white. That one's not too bad. So it may add a little bit of white on my surface, but that's okay. I don't like that streaky look. I'll rough it up a little bit, and it may need a second coat. Let's see. That Aileen's paint is matte finish. It may not have streaked if it had been gloss. But I don't care for the streaks at all. Thank you, Angie. You guys have been great with sprinkling. My viewers are growing. That's wonderful. Now listen, this is the unplanned Valentine project. I actually have a Valentine project planned for tonight. It will be late this evening because of Bible study on Wednesday nights, but probably about 8:30. And it has to do with a little red truck for Valentine's Day. Actually, I will give you a sneak peek if I can reach it. Look at this little truck with the hearts. I picked this up at the Dollar General Market. So this I'm going to use tonight. And I'm also going to be using buffalo check fabric that I'm going to paint the buffalo check or stencil. And it's going to be a door hanger or a sign or whatever, however you want to call it. All right, I think I need to do one more coat. This is looking pretty rough. Maybe this one will be a little faster. My paint is kind of gloopy. It's getting old. I'm not going to do the edges again. It may be the fact that the paint is old. I've had it for a long time. You don't use red paint very often, so why I bought a huge container, I don't know. Or I don't use red paint very often, I guess I should say. Actually, not even at Christmas time. Yeah, this is going on much faster. I think it's going to be cute. Now, when I put my words on here, I'm going to use the O that I have with the other letters, but it's not going to be a plain O. It's actually going to be like a wreath for the letter O. But I'm going to actually use the O so it will be my guide for the size and shape. That makes any sense at all? Oh yeah, Leah, Dollar Tree, I think they've been out of Valentine stuff pretty much since right after Christmas. I'm not really good at thinking ahead. Now in the crafting community, most people have been doing Valentine crafts since like the day after Christmas, some the day before Christmas. And they were shopping for Valentine's before Christmas. So I'm gonna have to get my mindset to be proactive when I shop. And I mean, of course, you can buy things at Hobby Lobby, but it just costs more money. Don't we all want to buy things at the Dollar Tree for $1 if we can? So I don't mind buying things that cost a little bit more, but shoo, I wish I could get some of those deals too. I will tell you, I was in Murfreesboro, Dollar Tree, on Old Fort Park next to Target on Monday. Is that Monday? And they are putting out their Easter. So I went ahead and snagged a couple of bunny items. I really don't know if I'm going to use them or not, but I thought if I don't get them and then I decide I want them, it'll be too late. They'll be gone just like the Valentine stuff. So I have started picking up some Easter, some carrots and some garland items. Some wreath items, so maybe I'll have what I need for that. But Hobby Lobby was just putting out their Easter when I was there on Monday, and it's not on sale, and I'm not going to pay full price. So I picked up this cute bunny door hanger, just like a piece of wood like this heart. But you know, it was like, I don't remember, maybe $12. I'm not paying $12. I like my stuff for cheap. So I have to wait till they put out that 40% off sign. Okay, maybe that's better. Let me try this one more time. I'm gonna do it on low because I don't want it to smoke. Don't know why it did that. Hey Anna, I am using my new heat gun this morning. And I'm enjoying it, except it really smoked the first time I turned it on. So. But I think this kind of looks blotchy up in this area to you guys. I'm seeing it on my computer screen. But I think it's the lighting in the room. So maybe it's not as blotchy as it looks. We'll see. And it may be that I decide not to use this type of surface anymore if this is blotchy again. I normally work with regular wood, real wood, and this chip wood or cardboard, whatever it is, just doesn't absorb the paint the same, or it absorbs it too much. This is fun. I like watching my lines disappear using the heat gun. Got a new toy and I love it. Hey Jessica, I've not seen you in a couple of weeks. I almost got it. It still may need another sanding, but then I'm going to call it quits. Okay, looks pretty good. And the gun did not smoke this time. Go over it lightly. It's still splotchy, but I'm going to go with it, you guys. We're going to call it distressed. Not happy. I like for things to work the way I want them to work the first time. Okay, can you guys see? It's got a little dark spot. Yeah, you can see it. Let me think about the placement of my letters and see if it's going to cover up most of that. I think it will. Okay, so I have these letters. Like I said earlier, I've had these for, I bet, 5 years. I probably bought them way back before I was crafting anything and thought, oh, I'll use those someday. Well, I will, 5 years later, or however long it's been. So my love, I'm going to put in a box, in a square. You're still going to see that a little bit. We're going to call it distressed and go with it. Because I really don't want to do another coat of paint. I may put my bow on this side. We'll see. That might help cover it. Okay, so my letters are going to be kind of like this. But that O, I'm going to turn it into a wreath. But I think I'm going to paint these white. Let me do that real quick. I'll lay this aside. Get my plate. I always pour out way too much paint. And these letters are stained on the edges. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I'm probably not going to paint around the edges, just barely on the top coat. Just a little bit. Makes it a whole lot easier than painting the entire thing. But I like those stained edges because it makes it look more three-dimensional. They are three-dimensional, but it just makes it pop off a little bit more. I've had these so long I can't even tell you where I got them or why. I mean, I'm sure I thought I was going to do something Valentine-y with the word love, but I never did. They should not take very long to paint. Hey, Mom, thanks for sprinkling. Okay, there's one. Even though I'm covering the O with the greenery, with the wreath, I'm still going to go ahead and put a coat of paint just in case you see through the greenery. What's everybody else up to today? Give me some positive news, something good you're doing today. I want to look up there to see my messages, but I can't see that far, so I have to look at my computer screen. Okay, almost got this one. 2 more to go. Slide that out of the way. These should dry pretty quick on their own. So I was trying to decide on the V. The long side of the V is to the left. Does that look correct? Or does that look correct? I think this way. I think the long side should go to the left. I don't know why. I mean, I guess it's the font that's used, but it's not the same on both sides. Not even sure what this font is. Okay. Almost got this one. Cleaning house. So Leah is Dawson. Is he a crawler? Is he starting to try to walk? What's he doing? Dawson is about 10 months old, right? Yeah, right at 10 months almost. Owen pretty much just follows me around and plays with whatever toy he's got in his hand. He really doesn't, I mean, he does get into stuff, but not terribly bad. He, when I'm in the bathroom doing hair or makeup or whatever, he does like to get into the drawers. But there is a drawer that, kind of like in the kitchen, I have a cup drawer that if he pulls stuff out of it, it really doesn't bother me. I just clean it back up later. Now, I will have to say, if you want to drink out of one of those cups, we better wash it first. But in the bathroom, there's a drawer that's got, you know, all the little bitty travel size toothpaste and stuff you get when you go to the dentist. And I save that stuff just in case I ever run out of toothpaste or whatever. So I let him get into that because they're all boxed up. And he thinks it's the greatest thing that he can get into stuff and I don't fuss at him. So that's what he does. Well, yes, Shannon. Shannon is Owen's mother, and he does get into Macy's stuff. But I don't have Macy, and I don't have all Macy's stuff, so here he just gets into my stuff a little bit, not bad. He's actually really good when I have him by himself. Now, you put him with his sister, that's a whole nother story. Okay. Let me lay these aside and let them dry a little bit. And I'm going to get rid of this paper. Got all that wet paint on it. Get that out of the way. My paint's put back away. All right, so I'm going to go back to my heart. While those letters are drying, I'm going to go ahead and put a piece of jute on here for my hanger. You know, I cut that red ribbon off. So I'm going to use a piece of jute. And then while the letters are drying, I'm going to go ahead and make my bow too. For some reason, this jute is really thick in some places and thinner in others. It may make it hard to feed through that hole. Put a little dab of hot glue on the end of the jute, let it cool for a minute. And then I just kind of twist it till it kind of makes a point. Yeah, Jessica, how old is Emmett? I'm thinking he may be, say, about Owen's age, I'm not sure. I think I want to put this in from the back. It's barely going to fit through. There was some red paint in that hole, so I have to snip that off. Of course, I still got it all over myself. Almost 2. Okay. Yeah, Owen is 15 months. So there's quite a bit of age difference. He climbs. I mean, he'll climb on the bed. He can climb on the couch and stuff, but he'll climb on my little step ladder. But I guess he's not to the point of really getting into stuff yet. Okay, I think all I'm going to do is put a little knot on the front. Pull it through, let it catch with that knot, clip that off. I think that's the way I want it to be. Do the other side. Okay. This one's probably got paint in that hole too. Yes. But this kind of cleans that paint off. Snip most of that wet part off. Tie a knot. Pull it back through. Okay, so we went ahead and put our hanger on our heart. I'm just letting those letters dry, so I'm gonna go ahead and work on a bow. I'm kind of working out of order today. I'm gonna use some regular burlap. This is my my favorite. This is the one that has that frayed edge look, but it won't fray anymore. I'm gonna make a messy bow. About that long, however long that is. So I need 2 strips of every type of ribbon that I'm gonna use. So I've got 2 of those. This is really cute Valentine ribbon. Now this was a little pricier for what I like to spend for a holiday ribbon. It was $7 and 40% off. I don't usually spend that much on a ribbon that I only use for, especially a one-day, not a one-day holiday. I mean, Christmas is a one-day holiday, but you know, we decorate for Christmas a lot longer. So it's even more than what I would normally spend on Christmas ribbon. Because it is only 18 feet. Okay, I've got some gingham check or buffalo check. We're just going with a red and white theme, red, white, and burlap, and some black. I also have this cute little black trucks full of the red hearts in the back, and it's kind of looks like burlap too, so we'll be using that. So we'll add a little bit of black in here. If I can get it open. Okay. Yeah, this is really cute. The only thing about using a printed ribbon that has a top and a bottom is you have to make sure that you put your bow on the right direction. So the trucks will be facing the right way. I've got some real thin red ribbon up here. And I have some black. Let's see, I may add, this one is white. I can get it. White with black polka dots. Oh, that was every bit of that one. That was the perfect length too for it to run out. Okay. Tape off of it. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my regular burlap. All you do is crisscross, you guys. Make X's. And actually, I think I'm going to dovetail this. I know, Anna, thank you very much. I'm really tickled with my ribbon setup. Now, I have to say I can't reach it all from my chair. So that's problematic.
It's fixed now.
Huh?
We forgot to reverse the screen. Your
Oh.
light is backwards.
Yeah, Mark just flipped me. I was backwards to you guys, so I didn't even realize it. I'm sorry. So I was asking you which way that V should go. And we were probably on different pages. Because I was seeing it one way. I thought you guys were seeing it the same direction I was. Okay, I'm just actually folding the ends of this ribbon together. Fold it in half, make a cut from the inside to the outside to the wired edge. So you could dovetail it. It just makes it look a little more finished. I won't do the little thin ribbons that way, but all of the medium, large and medium size I will. Just makes it look a little prettier. Especially if you're doing an inexpensive project like this today, but you don't want it to look super inexpensive. Okay, here's where the trucks come in. Here's the bottom of the truck. I just have to make sure the other ribbon is facing, that the bottom is actually going the same direction. Crisscross the red, crisscross the black. And then I think I'm going to use Not to Waste. This is the red ribbon that was on the top of my heart as a hanger. It's a little short, but I'm going to use it anyway. Throw that in there. And my polka dots. I don't know if I want my polka dots on top. I want my red on top. So I'll pull those out. Made a mess. Okay, so everything's crisscrossed. It's just an X. I keep knocking them out of place. Some of my little thin ribbon is too long, but I can go back and trim that, not a problem. I'll just take a piece of jute, lay it right across the middle of that X, like that, flip it upside down, and then tie a knot, just as tight as you possibly can. Especially when you're using that slick ribbon that I put on top, it may pull out. If you tried to pull, you could probably pull it all out. But who's going to be pulling on your bow, right? And I also have a solution for that. Let's flip it back over. When these ribbons, because they will shift underneath that piece of jute in the middle, the top ones, sometimes I will take the top, like this is a top ribbon, and I can slip it back and forth and tie a knot in it. It also covers up, or just the beginning of a knot, it also covers up that jute and it secures it to the jute, so. Like that. Okay, and then you just fluff. Make sure you can see all of your pieces. Some of my truck's really long. Pull it through. And then you have a messy Valentine bow. Kind of flops around. So when I put this on, I'll just have to make sure that my trucks are not upside down. Okay, so let me go back to my letters. I'm gonna set this aside for a minute. They are going to go on in a square or in a box shape. Get my E. Try to get them positioned correctly. My O will go there, but I am going to put my wreath on that O, or make the O a wreath. Okay, I'm just gonna lift them up one at a time, put a little hot glue. And hopefully get it placed back exactly where I want it. Before the glue starts to cool. Perfect. Perfect. This is going to be cute, and it was so easy. Didn't take way too long. I can hang this on the door if I want to. I can hang it on an interior door, exterior door, on the wall, wherever I want to put it. For right now, it's going to go, now I'm backwards to myself, back behind me. Okay, now I'm going to take my O, got my other letters on there. You guys, this is, I don't even know what you call this. In the floral department at Walmart, you buy a ring of this stuff. It comes in a bigger ring than this, but it's just all looped together. It looks like greenery, and it's, I guess, to make a wreath out of. That's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to mount it on top of my O and just keep circling it around and gluing until I have the O completely filled in the way I want it to be. I cut this down. I can layer it even though it's cut down. So I'm just going to start in the middle, put a little dab of hot glue down, and get my greenery started. Hold it down for a minute. Hey, Hope, thank you for sprinkling. Hey, Melanie. Hey, Marissa. Which hot glue gun? Jessica, I use, it's a Sure Bonder. I ordered this from Amazon because it's cordless. Walmart, our Walmart carries this big one, and it's a Sure Bonder too, but it's a plug-in. But I'm sure it's the exact same thing. However, I do have small hot glue guns, just the little $3 ones. If you're asking because of the Creators Club, the $3 ones are fine. They're like $2.68 at our Walmart. And then the hot glue sticks that I use, I don't have the bag in here. The Sure Bonder takes the large hot glue sticks. They're real thick. Not just the length, but they're fat too. And that's the size this one takes. But the little small glue guns at Walmart are high temp glue guns. And they take the mini sticks, the little tiny sticks, which is totally fine because you can get, I use Gorilla hot glue because it holds a lot better. It's not going to pop off like some of the other hot glues do. Won't pop apart as easy. But you can get those mini glue sticks, Gorilla glue sticks at Walmart too for, I want to say, I'm guessing, okay, $5 for a real, maybe 30 glue sticks in a bag. I'm totally guessing. I just bought some the other day, but I really can't remember the exact price. But the $3 glue guns, the $2.68 ones, that's the ones that I bought to have for the creative class, the Creator Club here in my home. Because they work just as well. I've just gotten spoiled to my big glue gun that doesn't have to be plugged in, or it's plugged in, but I can lift it without a cord. Okay, I'm just going to take this around at least one more layer because I want to try to cover up most of that white. I just thought this would add a little extra oomph to the project. It actually would be cute if I had some little flowers to glue on, like red flowers or pink or white, and I don't. But it would be cute. I think I'm just going to do that 2 layers. That's what it's got on there. Cute. Okay, let me get the glue off my fingers. Okay, now we have a little wreath for our O. The white does show, the letter shows through a little bit here and there, but it's not bad. But like I said, at least it's finished and it matches the other letters. So now I'm going to go ahead and get it glued on. hopefully get it right in place. And then we got to get our bow on, and that's it. Okay, so here's what we have so far. Cute. I hope none of my letters are crooked. And then my bow is going to be glued. I'm trying to decide if I want to glue it up here on this side. Probably because the wreath is over here, I probably need to glue it kind of cockeyed up there. I had said I was going to put it here to cover up that dark spot, but I don't think you see that dark spot enough to worry about it. Trim up some of my long pieces. And then load up the hot glue in the back right on top of that knot. And I'm gonna actually stick it right on top of the knot where the jute comes through. Kind of at an angle, so I'm not covering up the L. You guys, if you do this and then you decide, oh, you made your bow too big, just go back and trim the ends. It's really not a big deal. I noticed that this particular piece of gingham, it's a little long. Trim that one. And actually, I don't like that really short red that I added in. I'm just gonna pull it out. That was the ribbon from the hanger. It's kind of an orangey red. And then also, if you don't get your knot tied really tight and you're concerned about any of your ribbon coming out, put a dab of hot glue under it. So once you do that, it's not going anywhere. Little hot glue fixes everything. All right, here we go. And we have a little Valentine hanger. Super easy. I'm feeling like something, when I hold it this way, something looks crooked, but maybe it's because I can't really tell. When I look at it this way, it does not look crooked. Maybe the E. Okay, you guys, that is today's project. It was just things that just the heart I bought and everything else, the letters I already had. I will let you guys go. Thank you, Jessica. I'll let you guys go for now. And look, tonight, about 8:30 Central Time, we are doing this super cute truck. It's going to have buffalo check. It's going to have a embroidery hoop. It's going to have fabric. It's going to have a bow. It's going to have wood beads, all those good things. So join me again tonight, and you guys have a great day. Thanks. Bye.